Mila Kunis never wanted to get married. After her long-term relationship with Macaulay Culkin ended badly, she wasn't looking for love. Mila spent months blaming herself for their breakup, and she didn't believe that her heart could ever heal. But Ashton Kutcher changed everything. Her old buddy restored her faith in love and became the man of her dreams. So how did Mila and Ashton end up together? And what about all the breakup rumors?
But what about Ashton? He's special, isn't he?
I'm sure he's special.
The actors first met on the set of That 70s Show when Kunis was only 14 and Kutcher was 19 years old. They played each other's love interests and developed amazing on-screen chemistry. Mila later confessed that, back then, she thought Ashton was really cute. Moreover, Kutcher was Mila's first ever kiss, and that was obviously a special moment for the young lady. But Ashton didn't feel comfortable doing affectionate scenes with Mila, and he certainly never imagined having a real-life romance with her. It was really awkward. She was 14. She was like my little sister. During their 70s show, Kutcher started a relationship with a much more mature actress, Demi Moore, and he parted ways with Mila for almost a decade after he left the show.
We went our separate ways, and in our 20s, always kept in touch on, AOL iChat.
Oh, yeah.
So we would always be like, hey, how's it going? How's life? Like, always just, but we both had independent relationships, had a whole separate life.
Kutcher tied the knot with Demi Moore and even wanted to expand the family. But it wasn't meant to be. Meanwhile, Mila was involved in her own love story with Macaulay Culkin. She met the Home Alone star when she was a teenager. As Mila noted, they grew up together both professionally and personally. The star said Macaulay became her steady rock, which she always needed. That sounded convincing enough. So, the entire world was waiting for their wedding. However, the pair couldn't make their relationship work. After an 8-year romance, Mila and Macaulay called it quits, and they did it in a very messy way.
I had a horrible breakup. I had a horrible breakup.
The couple kept the details of their drama quiet, but Mila later blamed herself for the painful experience.
No, I fucked up, and I'll be the first to admit it.
The actress confessed that her 20s were filled with mistakes. Perhaps she struggled in her private life because of the strain from the public? Mila always emphasized that Culkin's insane fame made dating extremely difficult. And according to the celebrity, she needed to regroup and figure herself out after that relationship. To make things worse, Mila's emotional breakdown was intensified by extreme physical exhaustion. For the actress, playing a ballerina in the film Black Swan became a huge struggle.
And at 26, to try to put your foot into a pointe shoe is impossible. So I started training 7 days a week, 5 hours a day.
For long months, Kunis had to engage in grueling physical tasks on set. She sustained multiple injuries, such as torn ligaments and a dislocated shoulder. But she was too busy to take a break to recover properly, as they were still filming. So she spent a lot of time in terrible pain. To top it all off, when her work on Black Swan was over, Mila's body shape changed drastically. After giving up ballet, she gained weight, and that made the actress hate herself. Mila spent 2 long years struggling with a body she no longer liked and a soul that was broken.
But I didn't want to date. I didn't want to be taken out to the movies.
In old interviews, the star used to say that she didn't need a man in her life and didn't even believe in marriage.
Just so you know, I don't believe in marriage. This is not for me.
Maybe Mila was just afraid to let someone into her heart once more. Whether it was true or not, her beliefs and plans soon changed. Ashton Kutcher broke up with Demi Moore and reappeared in Mila's life. And he literally took her breath away.
I ran into him at an award show, and at first I was like, wow, that guy's really tall. Like, that's what I thought. And then he turned around and I went, oh! And then that moment that you hear or see in movies where like your heart skips a beat, and it happened with Ashton.
That night, the two started talking, and Ashton realized that Mila was no longer the little girl he used to know. But even he didn't imagine that they could build something more than a friendship. Kutcher invited Mila to a housewarming party with a plan of introducing her to a friend of his.
And then that guy didn't show up. And that was the night that he and I hooked up.
They decided to become friends with benefits after realizing how amazing they both felt when they were together. Mila actually still didn't think she would ever find her soulmate. We were like, let's just hook up, let's have fun. We're both single, we both trust each other, everything's great. Ironically, at that time, Mila did the movie Friends with Benefits, and Ashton was filming a very similar film, No Strings Attached. Both were about friendships that developed into something more. Mila jokes that they actually lived those movies out. The plan to be carefree basically lasted 3 months. Soon, the two realized that they found their true love in each other. The couple moved in together and got engaged 2 years later. Mila said yes to Kutcher, despite having been against marriage her entire life. Soon after their engagement, Kunis revealed that they were expecting a child. After welcoming their daughter Wyatt, the pair organized a super-secret wedding ceremony. But the couple didn't stop there, and 2 years later expanded their family with a little boy, Dimitri. In all their interviews, Mila and Ashton say that they cannot think of a greater happiness than their kids. However, their married life isn't exactly smooth sailing. Every now and then, tabloids invent stories about them breaking up, but the two couldn't care less about the gossip.
Babe, what's happening? What's going on?
It's over between us.
It's over between us?
Yeah.
Oh my God, what are we gonna do?
When asked if they regret the time they spent apart, Mila and Ashton always reply that they had an essential experience instead. The two claim, "We would have never been together if we didn't both go through what we went through. Love finds us only when we're ready for it."